Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the 10-minute event planner where we talk about events all the time. And today, we are going to discuss day of coordination and what it really takes to run your wedding smoothly. We're just going to get into it because we're going to see how this lands, okay? As always, my name is Cheyenne, I'm the owner of Simply Elegant Events. If you need me, holla. Before we get into this message, if you need me for an event, let me know. I'm here to help you. You can go to my website, www.simplyeevents.com, 2 E's in the middle, and reach out to us on our various ways and platforms and emails and all the good stuff. But let's get into it. So, what is day of coordination? Let's start there. Day of coordinating is basically having a planner show up for your day, and they are the liaison and the go-to person to make sure everything is running smoothly. They are the people that is behind the scenes, making sure everything is all good for you. But let's clear something up first. Day of coordination does not mean that I'm going to show up on the day of your wedding and just make it perfect. You know, there's a lot that happens before the wedding to make sure it runs smoothly. So, for us at Simply Elegant Events, we start our day of coordinating process 2 months before your actual wedding date. Now, obviously, if you hire us within less than 2 months, we're working right away. This way, we can create and finalize your timelines. We confirm all vendors' details, overview contracts, making sure that every little thing is accounted for so that way you don't have to worry about a thing on your big day. So basically, think of me as the director and your wedding is a movie. And I'm just directing it to make sure everybody knows their cues, the audience knows when to laugh and cry, and everyone just has an amazing experience. So some of my key responsibilities are creating and managing a timeline. This is the biggest thing that I do, or the number one thing I do when I'm hired as a day of coordinator. You'll be surprised how many couples, they have the timeline in their head, but they don't have it on paper. And in my timeline, I make sure that the processional and recessional, i.e. when you walk down the aisle and when you're coming back down the aisle, that's all planned out. Your song choices and everything are put together. That's creating a comprehensive timeline from literally when you check into your hotel, actually, the day before or wherever you're getting ready, to the very end of your wedding is mapped out. That entire day is mapped out. And in terms of timelines, I like to say it's a guide. There's going to be some hard times where we have to be ready by X, Y, and Z, or we have to move on to something else to make sure you get everything in your wedding that you want. But it's really a guide, or order of events, if you will, with some strict timing. So, but that's like the number one thing that I do as a day of coordinator. The second thing, and this is most important. So at Simply Elegant Events, we talk to a lot of vendors. We have several communication lines going. We make sure that the vendors have everything that they need so that they can be successful in your day with no problems. But of course, sometimes problems happen. And if a problem happens, I'm there to solve it. Now, but here's the thing. We at Simply Elegant Events, we make sure that your day runs smooth as possible. So, if, let's say, for example, right? Your DJ was supposed to, you said you didn't want cursing, right? Let's say that. And accidentally a curse slips up. I'm the person to talk to the DJ about it. I'm the person to reinforce to the DJ and make sure all your music is clean. I'm the person to do that, right? If a fork drops on the floor, I always say this to my bride and groom. If a fork drops on the floor and you're concentrating on the fork on the floor, you'll never enjoy your wedding. So there's only so much that I can't do, right? But also, I personally will not talk to you about issues unless you mention that it's super important to you. Some couples, as they do their first kiss, they want fireworks to go off or cold sparks to go off. I'm facilitating all of that on the back end. And if for some reason it doesn't go off, then I'm going to come to you and say, listen, X, Y, and Z is the case. This is what was happening, but here's the solution. I'm never going to come to you and say, this is your problem, and what do you want to do? I will give you a solution 150% of the time. Next thing, just moving along because we're running out of time, is managing wedding party and guests. Let's be real. Wedding parties can be chaotic. There's going to be last minute touch-ups. There's going to be missing groomsmen, the men, emotional parents, people feeling entitled, crossing boundaries. I'm there to be your security guard and you, the bad guy that day. I don't care. If you tell me, hey, listen, I don't want Auntie Sue nowhere near me during makeup in here, Auntie Sue will disappear. She will not be there no more. So I am also the bad guy sometimes for some of their guests and some of the family members, but I want to make sure you have a peaceful experience. So whatever the bride and groom wants is what they're going to get. Last minute issues. This one is huge, okay? I can't tell you the number of times where it's like, oh my God, we don't have, or I left and I'm outside running around, Instacarting, going to different stores, making up solutions, emergency kit this, emergency kit that, just to make sure everybody has what they need, right? So even like the best planned weddings have surprises. So as a day of coordinator for your wedding at Simply Elegant Events, we think fast on how to solve problems before they become a disaster. So yeah, we are that extra hand that will go to the ends of earth to make sure that everything is set up how you want it to be. Okay, I got almost 2 minutes left, so let's do this, okay? Why do you need an event day of coordinator? Listen, your guests want to be guests. Your bridal party, your maid of honor, they want to be a guest at your wedding. I get couples who do consultations and they're like, oh, I'll just rely on my maid of honor that day. Oh, I'll just rely on the venue manager. Well, if your ceremony's at a church and your reception's at the venue manager cannot manage the ceremony. And then also too, why put all that stress on a friend and you still have to make decisions the day of? That doesn't make sense. So as a day of coordinator, I'm with you guys from hair and makeup all the way to the end of your wedding. All the way. So sometimes that's a 14, 16-hour day that my team is on site with you. We handle everything. We field all the phone calls. You could just sit in your chair, look pretty as a bride, look handsome as a groom, and enjoy your day. Okay? So we're at the last minute. Ooh, I'm on time. Look at God. Okay? Look at God. Listen, if you're planning a wedding, right, just do yourself a favor and hire us. Because I'm going to toot my own horn every time. But no, seriously, hire a day of coordinator. It's worth it. It's the best money ever spent. Imagine you spend so much money on your DJ, flowers, venue, everything, and you still have to manage expectations and manage the team, the vendors, the day of. So be smart, hire us, okay? That's it for today. We're going to be signing out. If you enjoyed this and you want more, just make sure you do all the things like subscribe Follow me on social media. Everything is Simply E Events, 2 E's in the middle, for more event planning tips. And if you need a coordinator, just let me know. I'll see you next time.